popular topic with a great number of people when they're negotiating a lease is that personal guarantee. That personal guarantee represents an affront, an insult to some. But for many, there's no way out of it.
Right.
And for some, well, I know you've got some good ideas on this.
Yes, I do. And first of all, we're not trying to screw the landlord. They need to know that you're going to stay in the space and meet your obligations. So I can see why they want a personal guarantee. I can also see times when we're just not going to give one. And oddly enough, the wealthier the client, the less likely they are going to sign a personal guarantee. Not going to do it, you know.
Well, what are some of the people that could reasonably expect and need to have to sign one? I mean, sometimes it's required.
Well, yeah, if you're starting a new company, starting a new shell corp, if the corporate entity has no assets, then the landlord would be foolish to spend a lot of money on the space, getting it ready for you and leasing to you, because you could walk away the next day if things don't go well, and the shell corp is all he's got to look for. So then he's going to want a personal guarantee.
But what are some of the things I can do?
Well, we always limit the personal guarantee. You can either have the guarantee expire after a certain length of time, or you can limit the guarantee to a certain amount of money, or you can divide up the guarantee specifically among the partners, so you're only obligated for a certain portion. And also this gets important because your lender is going to look at the contingent liability that you have. When you've guaranteed that lease, whatever that amount is, you know, that affects your ability to borrow. It makes your lender unhappy. So you don't want to have to sign personally. So either you put more money into the corporation so the landlord can see it there. And by the way, I had a billionaire client one time that he and his partner each put $10 million into a brand new shell corp when they were doing this deal. So, and then they just said, have the landlord look at our financial statement, because we're not signing personal guarantees and we know what they have to go through, and just have them look at our financial statement, you know, and that's all they're going to look at too. But it was plenty, you know.
Sure.
So, but yeah, it just depends. The landlord's not foolish, but you know, our tenants aren't foolish either. So we try to limit the guarantee. We try to do no guarantee, or if we have to, then what's a long enough period to be reasonable. And I have one client that very logically says, I'll guarantee the portion of the money the landlord is contributing to this space. So if the landlord put in $200,000, then I'll guarantee $200,000.
Which is a good point of why using a tenant representative is a great idea.
Oh,
because the landlord's broker is not going to be digging deep to help you get out of this personal guarantee.
No, they get a lot of brownie points when they bring a lease in with a personal guarantee.
Right.
And I have seen specific instances where you know, there's a group of doctors that are renting in this medical building, and I've got this client here now, and then the other doctors didn't have tenant reps, and they signed the lease. The landlord said, this is the lease, no changes.
Right.
And they signed the lease as is, no changes, which included personal guarantee. And so my client expected that would be the case. Well, you know, you go back to the landlord and say, yeah, but you know, this clause we need a little different, this little different, and also we're not doing this personal guarantee for that long, and we got all the things we wanted to because we asked for them. So anyway, you don't have to do a personal guarantee all the time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to learn more about facility, site selection, lease negotiation, etc., go to the website below. There we have 20 videos which will tell you probably more than you ever want to know about site selection and lease negotiation. Thanks a lot.